Commission presents The Story of Miriam by Gloria Kearney. Episode 9, Deliverance.
It was night time in the land of Egypt. Suddenly a great cry rang out in the night from every household. All across the land, Egyptian families mourned the loss of their firstborn son in each home. Miriam and her parents were anxiously waiting for news of Moses, who had been summoned to Pharaoh's palace in the early hours of the morning.
Oh, my son. Pharaoh will surely kill him this time. He'll never let him escape. Oh, my son, what am I going to do?
This is no time for crying, Jochebed. Trust in God who has protected him all these years. God has a mighty task for him. Our God will not fail us now.
Look, Mother, your son is safe. Moses, what happened?
Pharaoh sent for Aaron too.
Oh, no. I could have lost both sons this night.
I thought I'd seen Pharaoh angry before, but his fury surpassed anything I've ever encountered. He just rose up from his throne and shouted at us, "Get out, leave my people, and take the rest of the Hebrews with you. Go and worship the Lord as you have requested. Take your flocks and herds and be gone. Go, but bless me as you leave."
How strange. He asked you to bless him.
Yes. Although he was furious, there was a brokenness about him too. The death of his son has really affected him. I think he realizes just how great and how powerful God is. So we blessed him and left before he could change his mind again.
So we can go? This is our day of deliverance?
Yes. Aaron and his family will soon be here, and then we will all leave together.
Moses, Miriam, are you ready?
Yes, almost. Mother, don't forget the bread dough.
Yes, I know, son.
Miriam, what a great day this is. The strangest thing happened on our way here. Some of the Egyptians came out of their houses. They were telling us to go quickly. They looked really afraid. One woman said to me, "If you don't go quickly, we will all die."
Oh, that reminds me. Moses said the Egyptians would be so anxious for us to leave that they would give us gifts to see us on our way as we travel out of Goshen for our long journey.
Silver and gold would be useful too.
You know, we could strip the Egyptians of much of their wealth. Moses reckons there are about 600,000 men in our nation, as well as women and children. So if we all ask for something...
Oh, let's do that, and tell all our friends to do it too.
Miriam, Elisheba, stop talking and hurry up.
We're coming. I just have to fetch my tambourine. The tambourine that helped to save your life, Moses, all those years ago.
Hurry, Miriam. Okay, now let's go. Aaron, we need to find the tribal leaders and make sure everyone heads for Sukkoth.
Moses, some people who aren't Hebrews have asked to travel with us. What should I say to them?
If they wish to travel with God's people, why should we stop them? Tell them they're welcome.
I will let them know. Moses, let's move to a quieter place. Oh, tell me, were you able to get possession of our great leader Joseph's bones?
Yes, the Egyptians had such great respect for him. They embalmed his body and placed it in a coffin.
Speaking of Ephraim's descendants, I notice you've taken the young man Joshua under your wing. His father Nun comes from the tribe of Ephraim. Am I right?
Yes, indeed. And I see great potential in him.
That's good. We may need strong young warriors in the days that lie ahead.
And meanwhile, we must get our great Hebrew nation on the move.
Moses, why are you going towards Sukkoth? Why not go by the way of the sea? It's more direct.
That was God's instruction. The way of the sea goes through Philistine territory, and God said if the people are faced with a battle, they might change their minds and return to Egypt.
Our God knows best. We will go where he sends us. Now let's join the others again. We need to travel together. Miriam, Elisheba, we're coming now.
I'm glad you're both with us. Our parents may need a little help as the journey gets harder. It'll be hard for them to keep up if everyone walks so quickly.
We're all in a great hurry to get as far away as possible.
Some of the herders might allow Amran and Jochebed to ride on a donkey, or even one of the camels.
Oh, that's a great idea. Aaron, look at all the gifts the Egyptians gave us. I feel like a wealthy woman now, not a poor slave.
God said that would happen. He will provide for the rest of our journey too.
Has anyone else noticed that strange cloud formation ahead? It seems to be right at the front, and it seems to be moving.
That's how God himself is leading us, by a pillar of cloud. All we have to do is follow. Another amazing provision from our God.
But darkness is falling. We won't be able to see it soon. Look, it's changing.
Into a pillar of fire. We'll definitely be able to see that, even those at the very back of this great crowd. What a miracle!
And so this great throng of men, women, children and animals made their way across the wilderness. They travelled in the spring, at the end of the rainy season, when water could be found in the pools and streams of the valleys. The Lord went before them as a cloud of fire, steadily leading them on, day by day, week by week, until they stopped to camp at Etham, not far from the Red Sea.
We've made good time, Aaron. The people have done well. The hard work in Egypt has made everyone strong. Even the young children have kept going.
Yes, indeed. Miriam, how have Amran and Jochebed managed?
They have found it difficult, but God has been good, and many have offered help. They rode on donkeys for some of the journey.
I've received another instruction from the Lord. A rather strange change of direction.
What do you mean, a change of direction? Surely we are going the right way, heading east and then north to get to Canaan.
Well, that's what I thought too. But God says we're to go south and camp by Phiroth, between the seas.
That makes no sense at all. Why would we want to go there? The elders won't like this.
God has his purposes, and we must be obedient. Aaron, come with me to tell Nachshon and the other leaders.
Meanwhile, back in Egypt, Pharaoh and his people had finished burying their dead, and the implications of his decision to release the Hebrew slaves was beginning to sink in.
Why is the work at my storehouses not progressing? They should be finished by now.
Your Majesty, may you live long and prosper. We did warn you about this. The Hebrew slaves were very useful to us.
I know they were useful, but I had to let them go. Their God was too powerful. But surely there are others who can take their place.
Your Majesty, we don't have the manpower. Our own people don't want to do that sort of hard manual work.
Well, these storehouses have to be finished. I just have to go after them. Hapu, order my chariot to be made ready and my fastest horse to be brought to me.
At once, Your Majesty.
Ketty, how many chariots can we assemble?
You have 600 of the finest chariots in Egypt here in this city.
Well, order the commanders to be ready by the end of the day and send for the chariots and commanders that can be found. We're going after those wretched slaves. My spies tell me they're confused and have gone the wrong way and are trapped between the mountain and the sea. We'll catch them there.
As you command, Your Majesty.
And hurry, and don't waste any time.
Yes, Your Majesty.
At once, Your Majesty.
Moses, the Egyptians are coming. They're almost upon us. Look at that great cloud of dust in the distance. That's where they are. So close.
Why did you bring us out here to die in the wilderness?
Weren't there enough graves for us in Egypt?
What have you done to us? Oh, they're coming closer. The chariots of Egypt.
Why did you make us leave Egypt? We told you this would happen while we were still in Egypt. We told you to leave us alone, to let us be slaves to the Egyptians.
Yes, it's better to be a slave in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness.
We did warn you, Moses. What are we going to do now?
This is what you will tell the people. Spread this word among the nation. Don't be afraid. Just stand still and watch the Lord rescue you today. The Egyptians you see today, they will never be seen again. Just stay calm.
It'll be hard to stand still and do nothing while those chariots come closer and closer, but I'll do as you say and tell my fellow leaders what God wants us to do.
Hurry, Elisheba. Moses told us to come to the shore and wait here.
I'm so afraid, Miriam. Afraid we'll all die at the hands of the soldiers.
Don't be afraid. God is on our side. Look behind us. The pillar of cloud has moved. It's between us and the Egyptians.
The chariots are slowing down. They're stopping, I think. The soldiers must be confused.
And the sun is going down. The great pillar of cloud is turning to fire. We are safe for the night. Pharaoh's army will not dare to move through the fire.
Miriam, turn round. What is Moses doing?
He's raising up his staff over the sea. God is going to do something.
O Lord, our God and King, command the wind and the sea.
Where did that wind come from? What is happening?
The sea. The sea. The wind is making it rise up. Oh, I wouldn't have believed it if I wasn't here, seeing this with my own eyes.
The Lord our God is King.
The sea is parting all the way across. Walls of water on either side.
All night the pillar of fire held the Egyptians at bay behind them, and all night the powerful east wind drove back the sea and dried the seabed. Then Moses gave the signal, and the entire nation of Israel and all their livestock walked between the walls of water to the opposite bank.
What a strange experience this is. Walking on a path through the sea. Take my arm, Mother. I'll make sure you get across safely.
Thank you, Miriam. Well, the sand's easy enough to walk on, but I'm so afraid that the wall of water will come crashing down.
Oh, that will not happen, Jochebed. God is with us.
Did you see my brother Nashon? I think he was the first one to be brave enough to cross. I'm so proud of him. He's one of our great leaders.
We have made it. Let me help you up the bank, Mother.
Thank you, dear. Oh no! The Egyptians! They're chasing us into the sea!
But they're getting stuck. Look, they're all over the place. Wait. Everyone is safely across, and Moses has raised his staff again.
The Lord our God is King.
It's all over. We've been delivered twice. I didn't understand the word deliver when I first heard it as a young child, but now I have experienced it. Our God has delivered us. Oh, listen. Moses is thanking God for our deliverance. Listen.
I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. He has hurled both the horse and rider into the sea.
Where's my tambourine? Elisheba, get yours too, and gather up all the women. Let's join Moses in this song. The Lord is our strength and song. He has given us victory. Praise be to God.
The Lord God had kept his word. He had set his people free.
In the story of Miriam by Gloria Kearney, Moses was played by Drew Gibson and Pharaoh was Hugh Finley. Aaron was played by Mark Smith and Miriam was Candace Foster. Other parts were played by members of the Commission Radio Drama team. The series was produced in Commission Studios in Belfast by Colm Flanagan.